What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. One Piece 633. I think this is on my like half filler, half canon episode ish. So I figure we'll give it a watch. We'll see if a lot of these episodes in this arc are considered like half canon, half filler, half skippable. If they do, maybe we'll just skip them to trim down on some of the craziness that everyone's been warning me about. We'll see. Know the deal. People are getting scattered. Things are going on. Kind of the main plot point right now is the Ace's Devil's Fruit and this kind of like Coliseum competition they've got going on here. Why people think these fake beards all of a sudden just make us look like old men, I have absolutely no idea. But that's what we're currently at. And I'm pretty sure last episode when they showed us all those people on the Jumbotron, which I guess are his family members, Doflamingo, I'm assuming those are the ones that were shaded out or in the shadows a couple episodes ago that we didn't see that he was having a meeting with. I'm assuming. Could be, could not. But yeah, tons of moving parts. You guys know how it goes when we start. I'm still not like fully behind the whole puppet sentient being thing, but we will we'll see what we get. Let us see what we get. Oh, the family's participating. Lucy. Nice. Man just literally thinks he's gonna walk in there like he's Master Roshi and not get found out. Alright. Alright. I need Luffy to like really be locked in here. Remember what you're here for. Alright. Like I said, one of my favorite moments that we've had in a while was Luffy kind of being like, ugh, Frankie, you take the fruit. Like, you eat it. I'd like it to sit on our ship as just like a reminder, like a memento to Ace. It's never eaten. Nobody else in the world will ever possess it again. So we'll see. Okay, we are recording. Frankie, don't get involved with him. Just keep moving. Keep moving. Damn. Now the Luffy and Frankie storyline has now split. So, yeah. No, Frankie's asking the right questions. Hold on. Frankie's asking the right questions. How... He's trying to sneak around. The factory. Maybe that's where they make all the toys. They're not real. They're not real. Who knows? This is Nico Robin's slightly tan twin cousin. Who were we with a couple arcs ago that I was like, that's literally just Nico Robin? Who was it? I'm trying to think back. It wasn't anything from Punk. It wasn't anyone from Punk Hazard. Was it Fishman? No, I forget. I still can't tell if she's for real or not. I can't tell if this is really her personality or she's using us for something. Truly cannot tell what her motives are. Maybe this factory will answer my questions about these fake toys running around out here. You're not real. I refuse to believe it. He's never gonna beat the allegations, man. He's just it's just never gonna happen. It's actually never going to happen. It's a damn shame. She'll come back. Hello. Okay, that's 10 seconds of nobody moving or saying anything. Hello. I was about to tell you, she'll come back. He's just never going to beat the allegations, man. I don't think he'll ever recover from the damage that's been done to his reputation the last, what, 3 arcs back to back. He'll never recover. He will never recover. That's a lot of water, too, there. Gotta be careful. Will they just lock him in cells until it's their turn? What's the bet? Does Luffy's fake beard fall off in this tournament? Place your bets right now. 50-50 chance. Minus 115 both sides for yes or no. I'm going to go ahead and say yes. This whole... Like, what I would really hope doesn't happen is, like, Doflamingo's watching. And he's like, who is this fighter? I can't tell who he is. And literally the beard is just, like, nobody could tell who we are. And then it's like his mask, the beard falls off, and it was like, oh my god, it's him. He's Straw Hat. It's like, guys, really? You use any weapons? You don't use weapons. Dang, his little size is pissing you off that much. Won a monthly tournament 15 times in a row, huh? Don't get too tapped here. Right in the crotch. It's all these mini giants. What's Luffy's official height? You know how you guys gave me a list of like, Doflamingo's like 9 feet tall, Kuma's like 20, someone over here is like 7'2". What's Luffy listed at? Fake beard. Okay, good. Good for calling that shit out. Doesn't move. Weave? 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 I just noticed we have something over our hat too. He's got like a hat cover. I kind of like the black top skull cap he's got on top of the straw hat. Easy enough. Hopefully that's how we're going to be able to defeat everybody. But naturally, Luffy's going to end up fighting these Flamingo family members, and that'll probably really have to bring out some abilities. Who are these guys they're keeping in the shadows? Hello? What are we looking at back there? Is that an Amazon Lily woman? She's massive. Okay, maybe these... No. Yeah, actually, I don't think any of these guys actually mean anything, to be honest. Yeah. I think we'll be fine. Okay, I understand what we're doing with, like, half canon, half filler. They just burned, like, 90 seconds of showing us silhouettes without a minute of speech. And I'm pretty sure 90% of the people they just showed us are fodder / not important to the story. How long has this been going? 12:50. Oh my god. They did go full 90 seconds. Are you going to cut us to the halfway break like that? That's dirty. There's one 1.5 minutes straight to the mid-credit. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Well, I am curious if this is going to... Like, I don't know how things are operated on this island. Or how Doflamingo works, or... Mingo, or whatever you want to call them. Is this island run fair and square? Is it really anybody has a chance? Or is it gonna be just like rigged so one of his family members get it? Well, I guess if it was gonna be for one of his family members to get it, he could have just... He could have just given it to one of his family members if he wanted to do that. He didn't have to give anybody money. I mean, he didn't have to give anybody a chance. Okay. 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 Can you imagine we got thrown out? Lucy. I just start calling him Lucy from now on. You chopper. Everyone's got first and last. Kelly Funk, he's got a whole first and last name. From every country, so within... How big is Dressrosa? It's a lot of like towns and countries and nations they're speaking of, which I'm assuming are all within Dressrosa. I don't know. Again, are any of these characters worth a damn? Let's really lower our expectations. Honestly, don't even lower them. Have no expectations. Why was he licking his sword like that? Oh! Oh. Bellamy. Bellamy's got one of the most iconic moments in the entire story. It's like, it's one of the few times like I could count on like a single hand of Luffy actually being like seriously locked in, goes in, handles business, and just leaves. Haven't seen or heard of him in forever. Okay. Block C. This is a very big deal who gets this Devil's Fruit. It's not like the end-all be-all Devil's Fruits. But in the right hands, with the right level of hockey and training, I mean, you're instantly elevated. That's any Logia. You instantly go to threat if you weren't before. Like, oh, God. Could you imagine Zoro or somebody with that? Or with any Logia? I can see why this is considered filler, because I have a feeling like us spending time getting introduced to all those guys and the 2 minutes of time that they spent not doing anything are very skippable. Like, we're already at 20 minutes. I feel like I've watched nothing. Yeah, maybe we should have skipped it. Apologize, Patreon members and everybody, that we had to burn one of our week's episodes on this. Dang, now I'm interested in a One Piece tournament arc. Where like every major island that maybe like a warlord inhabits or runs, or... Because there's no way you could get the emperors involved, because why would they? Could you imagine if like an emperor sent like 5 each? Amazon Lily sent like 5, Doflamingo sends like 5. You know, just something fun. It has no purpose to the story or why it would ever need to happen. Unless you're granted like lifelong immunity by the Navy, or a Devil's Fruit if you didn't even have one. But even you would even send Devil's Fruit users because you'd want that Devil's Fruit in your like islands, regions, possession. I'm sure Kaido would love to have just Logia given to him to use to give to whoever he sees fit. Same for Doflamingo, same for Boa XYZ. Anything except projectiles, okay. A half-naked statue. Oh, who's this? Oh, okay, I was just about to ask. Did he hockey them, or are they just in love? I'm getting Foxy tournament vibes here. He just put so much armor on. I'd love to see Sanji in this situation, though. Seeing another man making the women react like this. He would be livid. Okay, mister. Didn't they already show him in his name, though? I forgot the description the guy gave him. Cavendish, the pirate noble. I can't believe how beautiful he is. Well, the episode's got to end. We got like, what, 30 seconds? Oh, yeah. We're out of here. Can I see what Luffy's... Honestly, I kind of like the helmet. Not a bad look. I didn't think he's Kuma? Kurama? The King of Thorns? What's going on here? Man, it's glistening. Should have given a light warning. Episode. Yeah, figured. Yeah, I'm gonna have to really start diving with some of my Discord members here, or Patreon members, of like, what can we like actually skip here? Again, that wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen in an arc. But you could tell, because that was on my like half canon, half filler episode list. I was like, should we skip it? But there was nothing in that, again, other than getting introduced to those characters and their names. But like I said, I'm not expecting any of those characters to hold any weight with anything at all. So we'll see. There's not really even anything really here to discuss. discuss a bunch of people, a bunch of names, a bunch of regions that they're from, and gangs they're affiliated with, and what their reputation is built up from. And Sanji runs around for 2 seconds. Luffy was on screen getting looked at for a solid 2 minutes with no sound, no speech, no nothing. That's all we got. That is all we got. Again, not the worst of the worst, but it definitely wasn't something that we should have watched, you know? So I'll try to tighten up, see what we can actually skip past. I'm not over here just trying to one pace it, where we're skipping just everything. But if it's straight up just like skippable, because that's bordering on skippable. But again, if this character has something to play, or some of those other characters we got introduced to actually might have a cool moment in the tournament or something like that, or somebody that helps us along the way, backstabs us along the way, then maybe it's not the end of the world. But we'll see. We'll leave it there and see. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, subscribe, and as always,